Hold on a minute, how can this be? How can my testosterone levels be so shockingly low? Seriously, ask yourself that question while you're mindlessly munching on those greasy Doritos. Did they make a mistake? I mean, come on, I'm the epitome of health here. I only play video games for a measly hour a day. Okay, fine, maybe it's more like 6 hours, but who's counting? And let's not forget I hit the gym all the time. I even have 2 workouts meticulously tracked on my trusty Strong app. My friend, I'm the epitome of an alpha male, and you, well, let's just say you have some catching up to do. Wait, who are you? And why should I listen to you? Well, my friend, I apologize for not introducing myself properly earlier. Please allow me to rectify that. I'm none other than Mr. Healthy Living Tuber, but you can simply call me Mr. HT, and let me tell you, I've got some exciting reasons why you should lend an ear to what I have to say. A staggering 7 billion nanograms per deciliter? Now that's what I call testosterone levels fit for a Greek god, just like Adonis himself. My dear viewers, listen carefully, I am here to help y'all. But let me take a moment to talk about something serious. Low testosterone, my friends, can truly have dire consequences. It can turn a man into a mere shadow of his former self, weak, docile, and emotional. Believe me, I've seen it firsthand. It's not just about the physical aspect, it goes deeper. Low testosterone can chip away at a man's confidence, vitality, and zest for life. It's like a fire burning out, leaving only the embers behind. But hey, let's not get too worked up here. We're all friends, right? The truth is, testosterone levels can be a bit tricky, and sometimes they don't quite match our expectations. But fear not, my friend, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of testosterone and uncover the everyday things that might be playing a sneaky game with our precious hormone. Let's dive straight into the deep end today, and no, I'm not going to start off by telling you to hit the gym or pump more woman. We're going to dig deeper than that. You know what the real culprit behind poor testosterone levels is? Poor mental health. Yeah, you heard me right. Your ability to feel like a true man starts with your mental well-being. Now, hold on a second before you dismiss this idea. Trust me, I got some mind-blowing truths coming your way. Let's break it down, my friends. If you're constantly anxious, living with paranoid thoughts, or feeling unsafe, your testosterone levels take a nosedive. Your body goes into full-on fight or flight mode, pumping out cortisol like there's no tomorrow. And guess what? Cortisol and testosterone don't exactly get along. They're like oil and water, my friends. So what's happening when you're stuck in that cycle of stress and paranoia? You're reliving past traumas, whether it's a nasty fight with your old man or that bully who made your life miserable. These negative thoughts mess with your system, driving cortisol levels through the roof and sending testosterone packing. But wait, there's more. Depression, my friends. When that dark cloud hangs over your head, everything loses its sparkle. Brushing your teeth becomes a monumental task, let alone tackling your other habits, and I'm not here to judge, trust me. Now here's the thing, if you're battling depression, quitting your vices becomes a Herculean task. I mean, how can you quit booze or weed when you can barely get out of bed in the morning? We gotta tackle depression head on, my friends. It's the first step to getting back on track. Now listen up, I've got a game changer for you. It's my free mental health video that I created, my friends. It's not some expensive therapy or a prescription for pills, just my guide to reclaiming your mental well-being. Follow it, trust me with all your might, and in just 2 weeks you'll see life-changing improvements. This guide has the power to turn your life around, my friends. And guess what? It's just a free video, nothing to buy, so you have nothing to lose, my friend. It's the real deal, and it will save your life. Don't wait a second, my friends. Go check out the first link in my description and thank me later. Let's start your journey to a brighter, testosterone-filled future. Next up, we've got poor sleep. I'm sure you've heard that the average person needs around 8 hours of sleep, right? But here's the thing, sleep efficiency matters. It's not just about the number of hours you spend in bed, it's about how well you sleep during that time. Most people have about an 80 to 85% sleep efficiency. So if you want 8 hours of sleep with 80% efficiency, you actually need to be in bed for 10 hours. Crazy, right? So, prioritize your sleep, bro. No more late night jerking off or getting lost in video game worlds. Your brain needs rest, not more stimulation. Oh, and speaking of video games, let's not forget that they're actually not exactly your best bud when it comes to testosterone. Sorry guys, but playing games doesn't equal rest. Just ask yourself honestly, do you really think that your brain is resting when you play video games? Your brain is still firing up, and your testosterone levels might just be taking a nosedive while you're conquering virtual worlds. So it's time to reassess your evening activities. Maybe find a new hobby, read a book, or spend quality time with your loved ones. Your testosterone will thank you, because when you rest, that's when you're making testosterone. Now, before we jump into this one, let me just say this might get a little controversial, but hey, I'm all about keeping it real, so buckle up because we're about to take a wild ride through the world of testosterone and manhood. First things first, we got to address the elephant in the room, ejaculation. Yep, that's right, the big O, the release, the grand finale. Now this might sound a little bit weird, but hear me out. There's a lot of buzz around NoFap, semen retention and all that jazz. Back in the day, I stumbled upon NoFap when I was 17, and let me tell you, I cracked the code. All these other YouTubers out there giving advice, trust me, mine's the real deal. When people follow my advice, they never go back to porn and masturbation. But those other guys, they're constantly relapsing, commenting like, "Oh, I only made it a day." Come on man, when you follow my advice, your life changes forever. But here's the thing fellas, counting your NoFap days, etching them into your wallet like some sort of obsession, that's not the way to go. If you're constantly obsessed with your day count, it's still a part of your identity. And let me tell you, you don't want that. I've seen guys in my Discord server proudly displaying their NoFap day in their username. Steve on day 73, congrats buddy. But here's the harsh truth, if you're so obsessed with it, you're probably going to relapse. Don't be the guy trying to quit, be the guy who just doesn't do it. Change who you are, not your daily count. Stop obsessing and start living your life. It's time to break free from the shackles of addiction and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Now let's talk about the impact of ejaculation on your testosterone levels. You see, when you bust a nut, your prolactin levels go through the roof. And guess what? Prolactin is like the counter to testosterone. When you release the floodgates, your prolactin levels shoot up, and that's bad news for testosterone. It's like a seesaw, you know. When prolactin goes up, testosterone goes down. It's just how the body works. This applies to both pornography and masturbation, which many guys are familiar with. But here's the kicker. Even during sex, ejaculation can still have a negative impact on your testosterone levels. That post-nut clarity? Yeah, it comes with a price. You feel drained, lethargic, and your horniness disappears for a while. That's because your prolactin levels skyrocket, countering your testosterone. Now some of you might think you're above this, that it doesn't affect you, but trust me, even if you're having sex, those dips in testosterone can still happen. And it's not all rainbows and unicorns. I mean, think about it, you have a wild day with multiple rounds of sex and suddenly you're just not interested in women for hours. It's a real thing, my friends. So let's be real here. Young men are making a lot of bedroom mistakes and there isn't enough good advice out there. That's why I've got your back. I've created a private video specifically addressing these bedroom mistakes. It's all in the description below. Make sure to check it out, you don't want to miss it. The key here is to be aware of how ejaculation affects your testosterone levels, whether it's through porn, masturbation, or even during sex. Understand the consequences, take control of your actions, and make informed choices. It's all about optimizing your testosterone levels and maintaining your energy and vitality. Remember fellas, knowledge is power. By understanding the impact of ejaculation on testosterone, you can make better decisions and lead a more fulfilling life. You know what, my little friend? We've only scratched the surface of the habits that are wrecking your testosterone levels. There's so much more to cover, but alas, time is not on our side today. I hope I did my best to motivate and inspire you to be the best version of yourself from today on. Leave us a comment what you want to see in the next video, and always remember, my friends, it's time for you now to take control. Let's conquer and rise, my brothers, and let the world witness the unstoppable force of high testosterone levels coursing through our veins. We are the embodiment of masculinity, and nothing can stand in our way.